welcome back, family and friends. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are healthy and free. We are back to them key. I was the whole day in Düsseldorf. Maybe you heard of this city. Family meeting, you know, the birthdays. Heidi as well. I saw Heidi as well. Greetings from her to the people in the chat. Someone even came up to Heidi and said that Heidi doesn't look like a Labrador. Like, what's going on? Like, an old man came up to us and we were at a cafe sitting with Heidi, and he said, why does Heidi has so tiny legs? And I was like, I don't know, that's my dog. Hope you're doing bonita today. Hope you too, Abdurraham. Welcome. Best wishes for the Soul Swam, et merci beaucoup. And what's good with the jelly jars, Pascal? Guys, okay, wait. No W for the old man who said something bad to Heidi. Nah, he was saying that she's really cute, but he didn't believe that Heidi is a Labrador breed, you know? So he didn't even meant it in a bad way. He said that Heidi looks like he's in a fighting, you know, like looks like a fighting dog. And I was like, what? Heidi looks like a fighting dog? But I actually have a question for you guys. Alt the grandpa, nah, he really didn't mean it, but he was kind of, they was like, can I cuddle Heidi? Can I cuddle Heidi? And my dad was like, no. And I was also like kind of shocked, like what? No, like so quickly. And he said, yeah, he doesn't want that Heidi is always, because Heidi is jumping into the faces of the people, licking and all stuff, and he's kind of scared that then something happens. And I understand that, you know, Dad Zoels, Papa Zoels, that is so dad material. Heidi seems absolutely harmless. I would say the same. Okay, by the way, what I also want to ask, guys, you know, because we have like a smaller group here, you know, I was this morning, I also, you know, I upload the Jelly Jar moments, and for example, today we uploaded Breaking Up over OnlyFans, you know. I was waiting for Pascal, welcome Malia, and I actually, because we are now in a smaller group, I want to ask you guys, like, when, you know, I wrote the title, and I obviously don't want, like, I was also thinking, yeah, it's technically what I was talking about, but does the title sound too aggressive? I don't want to, like, obviously I want to, because we have like this very, I would say we have a very close community, to be honest. And I wanted to ask you guys if that's like, if you would say that's too, like, because we were talking about this and I was like, should I, what other title I should, it sounds catchy, but was it not exactly what we were talking about? It's so catchy. Like, is it not good that it's catchy? I don't know. Like, I tried to think, okay, what is actually the main question of the title, you know? The title was crazy. Yeah, because the question was crazy, no? But now the title suits the video well. Yeah, I only because I read Aaron Joseph, shouts outs, like, no, like, you know, very good with Aaron Joseph, and I obviously always read all the comments, you know, like, I want to, I told you, like, me and a friend, good friend, you know, is, we don't know who that is, anyways, like, cutting with me and all, and I was, like, obviously, like, if a video is also work from someone else, I don't want to put any wrong titles, you know? So I only want to ask you if I like it, it's okay, I think. Yeah, because if for example, if I ever upload from the late night talks, the topics are also kind of crazy, you know? But I was like, should I then change completely what we are talking about? I don't know. I was actually thinking about that. And yeah, what I want to say with Aaron, he then commented like clickbait, like maybe it was also just a joke, I guess a joke with the clickbait title, but it was exactly what was happening in the video. And I don't want to then write something what is not happening. I don't know. I was kind of confused, and I told you, I don't want to like do any wrong with my stuff, what I'm doing, if you know what I mean. So let me always know what you think about it, that I don't mess there something up, you know, because I can see if I'm just producing that and all, that I don't know, that I come into a flow where I mess something up, and please always give me a feedback on that, you know. Nah, they've been saying that as a joke since day one with the thumbnails and all, I guess. Yeah, I even said it myself, because those thumbnails are like a little bit I don't know, like I try to make them as, I don't know, yeah, that you just see what's going on, you know, like I put a heart on it, you know. And listen to tour motives. I think it was a legit clickbait. The question was crazy. Listening to tour motive. I think it wasn't legit clickbait. The question was crazy. What do you mean? I don't think they mean it like that. My opinion. Okay. What was the question? Alia, the question was we upload those jelly jaw moments. I don't know if you saw like stream highlights on the second channel. And for example, in one of those question breaks, someone asked me, "Hey, would you break up?" Mena actually, would you break up if your girlfriend or the person you're dating right now is doing OnlyFans? And then I wrote it exactly like I wrote in the title for this break highlight, because I wrote the title. Would break up over OnlyFans? And I think the title sounds crazy, but it was actually what was going on. But you know, I always want to discuss with you what's going on. So yeah, thumbnail should be like this. Just don't overthink. Okay, it's normal you to think like this, but it's okay in my opinion. I really enjoyed making guesses from the title before watching the video. Okay. One day I'll be one of those videos. Let's see. Anyways, I might be biased, but if not, that what else could you name it? Yeah, that is what I was really thinking. Should I then give it a less dramatic title, even though it was dramatic, you know? Make it more dramatic. Now I really want to make the title catchy. Also something, since I'm kinda, you know, editing also those breaks from the past, you know, I then also see the chat on the side, and sometimes I really miss like people write something in the chat, for example, personal stuff, and then I miss it because I'm into this one question. And I think it's completely because otherwise we don't have a conversation if I just read out questions and then answer them quickly. But just also for the mods, spamming is obviously not nice, but when it's, for example, I don't know, like why 1 hour and then like 8 times after each other. This is spamming, but I only want to say if you have like personal stuff, you can actually feel free to write that more often in the chat, because I think I really appreciate that people write personal stuff in the chat, and this is then no spamming from my perspective, you know. So only want to tell that, because I actually feel kind of bad if I then see that someone writes a very personal stuff in the question in the chat, but I didn't found the time to read everything, and then I missed that, even though the person was actually opening up. And I only wanted to tell that, and that I try always my best to read everything that is important. And yeah, Pascal, how many hours in a day do you usually spend working on YouTube content, streams and videos? Oh, at the moment, actually, because this whole, I told you I'm not so good in when it comes to cutting. I'm not a professional cutter. I was actually a student still, you know. Therefore like the last days was basically waking up, cutting, then I streamed, and then I cut it until the rest of the evening, and I did sports in between. And today in the train I was also only cutting, but I'm really not. I really gonna pick it up so it will go faster, so no worries. But yeah, at the moment I'm working 24/7 on stuff. I did not notice that you always try to read the long messages, and that's so nice of you. Yeah, because the long messages, obviously I really like to read it's really just write what you want in the chat, you know. Obviously it shouldn't be disrespectful or something like this, but I really try to read if someone writes something very deep or something is opening up, then I want to read it, because I have the feeling it's like, then it's also my I don't know how to say this, you know. I understand that it's difficult to read everything. Yeah, this is something I can never guarantee, because we only have 10 minutes. For example, now the 10 minutes are over. I can only try to read everything, you know. But if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. And before we start the study stream, actually have very good news. Or I don't know, for the people who are interested, you know, I did this language course, I did this English course, I went to the exam, and I actually passed. I have C1 in English now for my life. I did the CAE exam, and today I was sitting in the train because I was so tired. I was like, damn, can you not look it up in English? And I did it, guys. I did the C1. Let's go. C1 level. And I was also thinking the release of the Cambridge vlog will be then this month, even though I tried to do it last month, this month. And there I will also talk more about, because there are different fields and all the stuff. And maybe I'm going to show you my results that you can more understand. And yeah, C1-EXAM is now in the TESH. And now we go for French, you know? So I'm kind of hyped for that. Excited. W and merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Okay, now we start with the first 60. These are good news. Yes, warte schon lange auf das Video. Glückwunsch. Ey, danke, danke. Yeah, with the vlog, there's also a vlog coming on this time. And there I'm gonna tell you how the exam was a little bit, maybe in the end of the vlog, because the beginning of the vlog is only in Cambridge, and then I gonna do like the whole, show you also how the CAE and all I don't know, works. It's because of the stream. We are so proud of you. We are family. Bon courage. Hey, merci beaucoup. Okay, now bon courage for the first 60.